through Anambra, Imo, and Abia. And my experience exactly during the youth service years in our Akwa Ibom State, actually, you have a station where people would say that we have, they call the mosque Hausa Church. Yeah, they call it Hausa Church.
That's the only way they can.
That's the way they can, describe it. Because when you say, please, is that a mosque? Some of them are like mosque. It's as if probably that word does not even exist in English. So you have that kind of feeling that, when you say Hausa Church, so they feel like Islam is actually synonymous with Hausas.
Yes, that's
the Northerners. So that's the understanding of people there. So probably they feel like, Islam is probably Hausa religion.
Yes.
It's probably those more exposed that know that Islam is not even about a Nigerian thing.
Exactly.
But there are people there who even thought that when you say Muhammad, probably they feel like, it's one Northern or Hausa prophets.
Yes.
So that's the kind of perspective that they have.
Yes.
And I recall that someone else said, in his own case, they saw the man leading some other people in Salat, in Jama, and it was an open prayer, and by the time they did Taslim, they just started clapping. Wow, what a parade. And the commander was not even looking back, and they were just obeying the instruction just like that. So it was just like, they were seeing a military parade. So that's how much a lot of people don't know anything about Islam about Islam in that region. So like we said, we'll be joined by Mr. Bashir Lucas, Samson Lukman, and Mr. Basir Agochukwu Abdullah. We're trying to confirm if at all we have them online.
My own first time in the East was actually recently. I went to Enugu State. I've always been fascinated about Igbo language generally, so it was something I was looking forward to. And it's good to know that now there are actually a number of mosques here and there, and then Igbo Muslims, at least you can actually spot one or two people, looking visibly Muslim in the East.
Okay, so Ma'am Bashir Lucas, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All right.
You're welcome.
You're welcome to Everyday Muslim Show on Women Radio 91.7 FM.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
You might also probably need to put on your video, sir.
Okay. All right. All right.
Then we also want to confirm if Sister Basira Agochukwu Abdullah is also there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alright, so you might need to unmute yourself to respond to the Taslim. Again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alright, so probably while we wait for Sister Basira to join us, for those of us meeting Malam Bashir Lucas Samson for the first time.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Malam Bashir Lucas Samson Lukman is a Nigerian Islamic writer, a speaker, and a founder of No Islam Project, as well as the convener of noislam.com.ng, a platform focused on Islamic education, comparative religion, and contemporary Muslim issues. Having embraced Islam, his personal journey profoundly informs his work in dawah and interfaith engagement. He creates written content and videos on religion, international affairs, and social challenges, providing insightful Islamic perspectives on global and societal matters. Mr. Bashir is also the author of Truth for the Truth Seekers, a book aimed at those genuinely seeking clarity and understanding. What a remarkable profile. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, hold on if I thought Mr. Basira is still there. Assalamu alaikum. You probably also need to unmute yourself and speak louder. Maybe we'll be able to hear you.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you very much. Then, Mr. Basira.
Now, Mr. Basira Agochukwu Abdullah, is from Nsukka in Enugu State. She's a graduate of University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and currently serving her country. We're so glad to have you here. You're welcome, sis.
All right. Thank you very much. So we are very much happy to have the two of you as guests on the program today. And like we introduced earlier, the topic of discuss is faith under fire, the rising incitement. We're starting with this question, and I would love both of you to give a perspective. Let me probably start with Malam Bashir Lucas. From your perspective, sir, what does the recent pattern of threats, arson, and forced displacement of Igbo Muslims reveal about the state of religious tolerance and national unity in Nigeria today? Because I know quite well that in this part of Nigeria, especially the southern part, we usually claim that yes, we are more religious tolerant, we relate well with everyone regardless of religion and things like that. So I would want to hear what's your own perspective about this issue of forced displacement and threats against Igbo Muslims, and what that really says about the issue of religious tolerance and national unity in Nigeria today.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for that question. I don't no longer have, so I'm going to be as concise and precise as possible, because for that question, one has to kind of dig deep, especially through the history of the country. Now, talking about religious tolerance in this context, and the level of incitement, against Igbo Muslims. One thing that I have always said, which can be backed up, is that the tolerance of several others who are non-Muslims in Nigeria, it only ends when the Muslims stop to be tolerant. When you say Nigeria in the north, it is not even comparable. You see a lot of churches in the north, lots and lots. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years,